Good morning.
Well, my sink is shining, but I'm not whining, I'm flying. I'm just a baby stepping and I'm not obsessing, I'm flying. I've got my list of things to do, and I'm ready for action in my lace-up shoes. Well, I'm no martyr, I'm just working smarter, I'm flying. Well, these piles of clutter could be blessing others, so I'm flying. And while I'm flinging, you can hear me singing, I'm flying. I help my friends and family, but with routines in place, I still have time for me. I can get things done while I'm having fun, 'cause I'm flying.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means? It's plan and do a little playing. Yep, a little playing today. So I see some people are out. There's Amy. Hey, Amy. Amy is our songwriter. She's the one that wrote that song you just heard. Anyway, we have lots of fun things to do. We're recovering from a holiday weekend, and we're trying to get our houses back to normal. There's just some fun things. Now, keep in mind, it's July the 9th. And August will be here before we know it. And these calendars are going to come into their own at that point in time. So get your calendars. Use coupon code BLESSING304. Blessing 304. Where Michael comes up with all this, I don't know. He's set up an algorithm where it takes a list of 30 words and a bunch of numbers, and that's how he comes up with the coupon codes. He's so smart. Anyway, get your calendars. We are in Swish and Swipe month. We have a Swish and Swipe package. Swish and Swipe pack. And with the vase, this thing helps to keep, nothing says I love you like a clean toilet. You wanted a vase, even though we've got vases everywhere. You wanted a vase, we found you a vase. Then purple rags are on a BOGO right now. So you got 3 big sales, plus you got a 20% off just about everything else 20% off on everything else. But this morning, every morning, I listen to Scott Adams. And he has the same things happen to him that happened to me. This morning, he started his show 3 minutes early. I was ready, though. I was waiting. I had my cup of coffee. I have coffee with Scott, and I have tea with you in the afternoon. And he has taught me a lot. But sometimes, today, he just confirms what I've been teaching you for many years, 20 years. 20 years. He confirms it. And his show today was a confirmation that what we're doing, and people see me on the show. I give super hearts all the time. Anytime I can promote him, he has taken a huge decrease in his income because he doesn't do speaking engagements anymore because it's too dangerous for him. But he confirmed today what we talk about every single day. And he doesn't call them baby steps. And some of our fly babies that listen to the show like I do every day, he calls them micro steps. Because he taught us today how to get yourself moving when you don't want to move. And it was priceless. It was priceless. He does a self-talk thing. Now, he went for 3.5 years not being able to speak. I can't imagine that. I just can't imagine not being able to talk. And and it's just he has done something, these micro steps, and so if he can't get to work, he has to draw cartoons. He draws the Dilbert cartoon, and if he's having trouble, he's got ADD, ADHD, he's got issues just like we do, but when he can't get going in the morning, he's an early riser, and if you are, you are, you can't really change that. And so he says, okay, he just talks to himself. Pick up the stylist. Pick up the stylist. Pick up the stylist. Pick up the stylist. Yes, Patty and Liz are posting the link to his video today, and it's on Periscope. Pick up the stylist. And so he's telling himself, pick up the stylist. And then get the page you want. So there's lots of fun ways to get yourself going. Just talk yourself through it. It's self-talk, but it's micro steps. It's one little baby step, smaller than a baby step. Just do one little thing. And then he talked about writing books. And it was phenomenal. It was one of the best shows he's ever done. Because it was a confirmation of what I've been teaching you for 20 years. And we even had fly babies on the show saying, hey, Marla Silly, isn't this what you teach? And I thought, wow, that's really good. That's really good. So, folks, when someone else who doesn't know anything about you, I've talked to Scott on Interface before, just because he had said something about writing a book that I wanted to add one more thing to, and he said, you're totally right. He said he can't write a book sitting at his desk. He has to move to another space. And I said, I have to have a space that is totally clear of clutter. The desk has to be clear. Everything has to be clear. He said, I forgot that. And I said, I thought you might have. Because his space looks nice. Whew. Anyway, so today's Tuesday. We are in our kitchens today. Kitchens. Yes, the kitchen is the heart of the home. And if your shiny sink is glaring at you and blessing you, then you don't mind getting in there and cooking. Last night I went to bed after watching some beautiful cooking videos. Sometimes you just need a little getting started. Looking at videos on YouTube sometimes is a relaxing way for me to calm down as I close my computer down, and it's just fun. And I don't do a lot of fun stuff. I read books for education. I've spent the last week reading books about North Korea and the people in North Korea. I wanted to know the people in North Korea. And it makes you feel blessed. Blessed. Yes, we will be wiping down kitchen cabinet doors. In fact, I think that's today's mission, is to wipe down your kitchen cabinet doors. My brother-in-law and sister are at the show in Atlanta, or at the market in Atlanta, and he said, he's just sent me a picture of the Bagalini display, and he said, this is your favorite person? I said, yeah, because I'm carrying a little wristlet right now that my phone fits in, so I can hide my phone during dinner. I'll have to look up the American Test Kitchen. But you got to have some fun. And today is about planning a little bit for next week. Let's look at, what you're going to cook next week, so you can make your grocery list out and you can get the food in the house. Get the food in the house. And that's the main thing. On a side note here, please say a prayer for Benjamin, my nephew, who's in prison, and he is having a kidney stone, and he's been having some issues with his kidney, so he's having I think it's a kidney stone. I don't know what it is. I heard from his girlfriend last night he was in pretty bad shape. And he's trying not to cry, and just keep him in your prayers, lift him up. And my son, Justin, is having back issues. He fell this weekend and knocked something out of place or something. So please keep Justin and Ben in your prayers. They're just having a tough time of it. Yep, Robert has kidney stones too, and he hasn't had one in a long time, knock on wood. God bless him, because you're just helpless. I'm helpless to do anything for him. He just goes in bed and lays like this and just doesn't move for hours. So thank you so much. So planning a little bit today, anything you can plan today and implement by starting your menus and doing these things, anything you can do today is going to make next week run smoothly. And next week, my friend Leanne will be here. I am so excited. I probably have to do a video. I've got to go get the keys to her house. And Robert and I are going to put a radon detector device in it. And it's going to be a lot of fun to have my friend here. Somebody here with skin on. And it's going to be amazing. I told Robert, we're just going to be at each other's houses all the time. So it's going to be fun. And it's just going to be a new chapter in our lives, pretty much. Leanne's never lived this close. We've thought about it. She's looked at houses. She might not stay here long, but we'll have fun while she's here. There's my brother-in-law. Now, I want to tell you what I tried to do last night. And my brother-in-law is going to whip me. But I tried to not do my nighttime routine before I go to bed. You know, brush your teeth, wash your face, all the things. I just tried to go to bed. And I could not do it. I could not do it. I had to do it. I actually tried to not do my facial routine with my wonderful stuff that I put on every night. I tried to not do it, and I couldn't not do it. So that means I did it. So when a habit gets established, it's painful to not do that one thing. Try it. I get up in the morning, I make my bed, I go into the bathroom, I get dressed to lace up shoes, I do my morning routine. I'm telling you, it was impossible to skip that routine last night. I couldn't skip it. So I want you to get your habits established. Swish and swipe is our habit for this month. Swish and swipe. Yesterday, we talked about Post-it notes on our tea party time. We talked about the power in a Post-it note. Take a dry erase marker, take a big Post-it note, put it on your bathroom mirror, and remind yourself to swish and swipe every day. And when you have the tools handy to swish and swipe every day, when it's right there, you have no excuse. You don't have to go into the other bathroom and get the toilet bowl brush. Have one of these in every bathroom. And that's going to keep you from having an excuse. Having an excuse to not do it. So today, we're going to wipe down our kitchen cabinets, and we're going to detail clean in our kitchen some. I'm going to run a sink full of hot soapy water. I'm going to take my purple rag. I've got a bunch of old ones. I'm going to take my purple rag, and I'm going to wipe down my kitchen cabinets. Plain and simple. What did my brother-in-law say? Yep, he's telling me I'm supposed to do my 3-step care every day. Yep. But I tried to not do it, and I couldn't because I've already gotten in the habit. I've been doing it 5 weeks now, and I just want to tell you, I feel like $1,000,000. My face feels like $1,000,000. It is amazing. So I want to thank Jay and Dina for pushing me to purchase this skincare stuff because I've never had a routine for skincare. I've tried, but I've been allergic to so many things. I've been scared. Now, yesterday, my sister Dina, when she was on here, was telling me she was getting on the Marta in Atlanta. And a couple years ago, she fell on that thing. She fell and broke her wrist, and so she got on it. She faced her fears, and today our essay was all about living in fear. Our morning music was about living in fear, or it's tomorrow's, one or the other. So keep a watch out. Get our emails, y'all. I work hard to send you appropriate messages, and God has a way of putting them right where you need them, you know? It's just wonderful to know that here she was facing her fear yesterday of getting on, of getting a weird phone call. And I don't know them. I don't answer phone calls I don't know. Yes, I pretty much, it's not the same time every day. It's when I get up and when I go to bed. So that's the key to when my routines get done. You can't do your routine if you're in the bed. So you get up in the morning and you do the same thing. You get ready to go to bed at night, and the bathroom's the last place you go, and you do the same thing. So those routines keep my house moving. It's like automatic pilot. You get up, make your bed, go to the bathroom, get dressed to lace up shoes, swish and swipe while you're in there, clean off the counters, grab a load of laundry, go put it in the washing machine, bam. Empty the dishwasher, grab your coffee, go listen to Scott Adams on a podcast. You see, it's automatic pilot. It's automatic pilot. And you adapt it to fit your schedule. If you work night shift, then your get up and go to work routine is in the evening. And when you get home from work, that's when you do your before bed routine. But it's not about the time of day. It's about your getting up and from sleeping all night. So folks, spend some time today planning for next week. It's real easy to come up with a basic menu plan. Some people like to call it Meatless Mondays. In the South, we call it Vegetable Plate. So, plan your menus. Meatless Monday. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday for some people. Wednesday, clean out your refrigerator, surprise chicken. Thursday can be leftovers, or Thursday could be a pasta dish. Friday could be pizza. Homemade pizzas are amazing. And we don't talk about that other cleaning thing on this podcast. We don't do that because I believe she overwhelms my babies. And I don't want anything to overwhelm my fly babies. And you can't follow two masters. So you're either here following me or you're following her. That's it. And it's not a jealousy thing. It's just that you can't follow two masters. And that's what the Bible teaches. So you'll either cling to one and despise the other. You just can't do that. So spend a few minutes planning your menus for next week and start your grocery list. Check your pantry to see what you've got. And folks, you are going to be surprised at how much time it saves you just knowing the food is in the house. And having a stocked pantry can be an amazing tool, especially if social services comes by and wants to check on you. And we've had a fly baby who's had that happen to them last night at 10 o'clock. Yep. Last night at 10 o'clock, social services paid a visit. And they looked in her pantry and it was stocked. She said, "We don't even need to look in your refrigerator." Now that's success. There had been an issue at another person's house and the kids had to be taken from that home and brought back to their home. So having a clean house, having a stocked pantry is good for your family. It's good for you. And planning what needs to be in the house for meals next week. Writing them on the calendar so you know what you're cooking. So I love you all. I mean, we've got a ton of people in here right now. Little planning today is going to make next week amazing. And you can do it. You can do it. It's going to mean so much to you to not be stressed out. That golden mushroom soup and noodles is one of my favorite dishes, even though I'm not eating noodles right now. I love you all. You have no clue. You have given me purpose in my life. And Scott Adams talks about that. Somebody asked the question, how do you find your purpose? Well, let me tell you how I found my purpose. I got my house in order. And when you get your house in order, the stress goes away and you can hear that inner voice telling you, and I call it the Holy Spirit, telling you what you're supposed to be doing. We just need to make this world a better place. And that's in our Good Deed Doer song. To make this world a better place. We just need to help others. So I think I'm going to end this show with the Good Deed Doer song because it makes me happy. And I'm going to find the Good Deed Doer song. Because I was singing it in the middle of the night, y'all. Here we go. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Get your tea and be ready because we're gonna draw a little topic out of our teapot at 3 o'clock. Here we go. This is Erickson. Get up and dance. Let's have some fun.
I saw him standing there, sad look in his eye. The kids ran to the playground, but each one passed him by. He was just a new kid here, but then I saw his face. My mama's words raced through my mind. It was like I heard her say, be a good deed, you ran to it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed, you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Slowly I walked up to him. I said, what's your name? His eyes began to sparkle and a smile smile crossed his face. He's not a stranger anymore, now he is my friend. My life has been better, all because my mama said, be a good teacher and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good teacher and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. So good inside makes you feel.
I feel
Makes
good.
you feel.
So
Makes
good.
you feel. Makes you
Inside.
feel so good inside. Makes you feel. Makes you feel. Makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. Makes you feel. Makes you feel. Makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. So far to make this world a better place. Be a good teacher and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Be a good teacher and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good teacher and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside.
Well, that was fun. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Bye.